Dan Swanson, State Representative, and I'm so honored to be able to share with you a little part of my history. My mom, I'd heard that my grandpa was a page here many, many years ago, and Mom, going through some things here recently, found his photograph book, and I learned so much more about what it was for him as a page here. He actually was a page here from January to July in 1921, working for the Senate President. And there's actually newspaper articles telling about how he must have been politically connected to get such a great job for a young man coming from Lynn Center, Illinois. And imagine back then the rails and that. He actually traveled by rail to Springfield to do his job. But it's fascinating to go through the history book that we've discovered, and to think that he was in many of the same rooms and walls and buildings that I've been a part of these last 8 years.
I knew there was a book, but I didn't know where it was until I was cleaning and came across this and showed it to him. He didn't talk too much about what he did and about his time here in Springfield, but the one thing he did stress was, if there's an election, read and hear and listen to everything they have to say that are running for an office.
It's just humbling to look back on those over 103 years when New Salem State Park was first dedicated, when Prohibition was enacted by Law 450 or Resolution 450, the Prohibition law. And just going through this book, I've learned so much about his history. Actually, there's a photo of Jim Durkin, who was serving back in the 1920s. And so it's just a whole lot of history here that goes deep into my family roots back in the 1920s, that I'm very proud to be here now, serving my district as my grandpa did, serving his district as a page back in 1921.